Hello and welcome to Manifesting Wellness with Nicole. I'm so happy to see you today. I'm Nicole, and we're going to be continuing our chat about stress, how to manage it, how to find some relief from it, and how to create a beautiful, balanced, relaxed lifestyle for yourself. As we discuss today's topic, which is assessing your stress and figuring out what it is that is stressing you out. I'm going to be doing a scalp massage and some neck and shoulders. So I invite you to just sit back and relax, find a comfortable spot, and start to focus on taking some deep breaths. And let's get nice and relaxed. So in some of our other videos, we have talked about ways to relieve stress, ways to manage your stress in those times where you're feeling it the most. And I encourage you to check out those other videos for some helpful tips. But today, this is sort of a second part to another video where we talk about creating a list and deciding if the things that you are stressed out about, if they actually are worth stressing out about in the first place. And if you feel that these things are worthy of worry, deciding if they're actually something you can control and do something about, or maybe something that needs to be let go of. And something I want to point out is that stress is simply an emotional response. It's an emotion and a feeling within your body as a reaction to a thought that you have, and importantly, as a reaction to the meaning you are giving to that thought. So some people stress about certain things while other people do not, and it really just matters what you value, what is important to you, and what your belief system is. What do you believe about life and the way the world works, and what emotional significance are you giving to the thing or the situation that you're stressed out about? So, an example would be if one person got a flat tire, they're driving to work and they're already running late, and they get a flat tire on the way. Maybe they opted out of roadside assistance. Maybe the person who they would normally call for help, they burned some bridges and they're feeling overwhelmed because their options are limited. And the situation can feel stressful. To another person who gets a flat tire, maybe they have incredible insurance. Maybe they have a list of 10 people they can call for help. Maybe they have a job that works with their schedule so they don't have to worry about running behind. And maybe they have great insurance and extra money set aside. So all of our situations are different. And in addition to different circumstances, we all choose to respond differently to those circumstances, to those situations like a flat tire that come up in our lives. And the person in the first scenario who might understandably feel a little more stressed about the flat tire than the second person, they still have a choice about how they respond to that situation. So what's cool is that you have the option to choose how you want to respond to something. And I know oftentimes when something happens that doesn't meet our expectations, or it feels like something that is hard to deal with, or it's something unexpected, it's natural to have a stress response. It's natural to feel upset, and that is okay. But remember, responding with the emotion of stress is a choice. So you get to choose if you want to feel a different way about it. Even if your natural reaction is one of stress and worry, you can choose to have a do-over and change your mindset. And reframing your mindset is something that we'll talk about more in another video. But today I just kind of want to focus on the emotional significance that we give to events and situations, and why it can cause us to feel so emotionally triggered by these events, and to easily become overwhelmed with feelings of stress. There are some incredible universal laws that I love to use as sort of guides for getting into a positive mindset and for coping with things that life throws my way. And if you haven't heard of universal laws or the 12 universal laws, it's really something I think you should look into. And you may have heard of a couple of them. So the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect. But today there are two that I want to introduce you to that you can use in reference to these situations, these stressful moments in your life. And the first is the law of relativity. This law essentially states that everything is relative. Nothing has significance or meaning except that which you give to it. Nothing that happens in your life, in your reality, has any meaning or significance or emotional ties other than what you give to it. So another example that I love to use is if two different women become pregnant, and for one, this could be devastating. It could be a really not a good time in her life. Her parents might disown her. Maybe she's in a bad relationship, and this is just not news that she wants to hear. But to another person, this could be the best news. Maybe her and her partner have been trying to start a family for years, and this is just an incredible dream come true. So keep that in mind. If you find yourself feeling stressed or emotionally upset about something, and ask yourself, what meaning am I giving this? What meaning am I giving this situation, this experience? And you get to decide what it means. So does it mean something positive? Maybe something that you can learn and grow from. Maybe it's serving you in some way. You get to decide that. You get to choose the meaning of everything that happens in your awareness. And I think that's pretty cool. So remember, you hold the power to create your own reality. And if you find yourself feeling stressed, just take a step back, decide if it's worth stressing about, and think about what this means to you. What significance does this hold? Or do the potential results of this situation hold for you? And maybe choose something that brings you joy. Choose a meaning that serves you. And something else I wanted to touch on is, and this is a mouthful, but it's the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. I don't expect you to remember that name, but basically it means that everything is constantly flowing and changing, and nothing lasts forever. This too shall pass. So if you look back on your life, look at moments where perhaps you felt overwhelmed or stressed or anxious or upset. Did that moment, did that situation last forever? Probably not. Did you feel those negative feelings forever? Or were you able to return to a state of joy, of love, of relaxation? I'm going to take a guess and assume those feelings did not last forever and that you made it through. So when you are feeling overwhelmed or stressed, hold on to that. Remember that this too shall pass. You don't have to let it overwhelm you or take over your life or take over your emotional state or take over your life or take over your emotional state. You will make it through whatever it is. And you have so many tools in your pocket to help you to to make it through these situations as well. Tools like this video and other videos that we have posted. And I actually wanted to quickly mention and give a little shout out to all of our patrons. We have so many other incredible videos over on our Patreon page. And we just love and appreciate all of our supporters. And in some of the other videos, I do mention different tools that you can use to relieve stress. So use the tools that are at your fingertips. Help yourself make your way through these stressful times. You are fully capable of not only doing incredible things, but handling these stressful times. You've got this. And oftentimes what we're stressed about and we're allowing to affect us emotionally really is just pressure. Sometimes we have pressure to get things done or to meet people's needs, and pressure can actually be an incredible thing. Pressure helps keep you motivated. It helps you get work done and accomplish things. But oftentimes we transition into a state of stress when we're feeling pressured. And I was actually listening to this incredible podcast episode. If you've heard of Chris and Lori Harder, sometimes they team up, and they were talking about pressure. And there are two quotes I wanted to share with you from them. And Chris said, "Stress is just a negative interpretation of pressure." And the way Lori worded it is, pressure plus worry equals stress. So keep that in mind. What are you stressing out about? And is it just pressure that can be an incredible motivator? Or is it something that you're giving emotional significance to, when really, if you take away the emotional meaning, it's just a thing that happened, right? So we will get more into this topic and how to let go of that emotional significance in future videos. But hopefully this helps give you some perspective, where you can look at what it is that has you stressed and worried. Decide whether it's something you can take care of or something you can just let go of. And why is it stressing you out? Why is it creating this emotional state inside of you? How can you shift out of that? How can you remove the emotional significance and give it a meaning that is more uplifting and empowering and that serves you? Because you definitely can. I hope this helped you and gave you some clarity. We would love to hear what you thought of this video in the comments, and if this helped you. And again, thank you so much to each and every one of our patrons. If you haven't checked out our Patreon page, consider subscribing, consider joining. We have over 2,000 incredible videos with content like this and so much more. So check us out over there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you absolutely loved this video and you can use this information to your advantage. We love and appreciate you and hope to see you soon.
If you enjoy these videos, please join us at psychetruthpatrons.com for dozens of exclusive videos and premium programs. We have over 1,000 videos you won't find on YouTube, such as modeling and fashion hauls, exclusive massage videos, ASMR, behind the scenes, bloopers, and much more. It's a great way to help us keep the cameras rolling so we can continue making the content you love. Patrons will get 2 to 3 new exclusive videos each week, so I hope you'll consider joining our Patreon family today. Just visit psychetruthpatrons.com.